Okay, we are live. Hello, and welcome back, guys. So, today's stream running a little late, 6 minutes, but yeah, welcome everybody. And as you can see, we've done a little bit more to the base. In today's thing, we are going to try and finish the base quickly and go tame ourselves an Argentavis. So yeah, so let's see and hope that everything goes well. Remember to like and subscribe and follow. Trying to build a channel, it's all new and fresh again, so it'll be highly appreciated. And yeah, let's see how it goes. So let's first do our usual things we normally do. So let's just have a quick quiz. So this is what we did yesterday. We did a few things, we didn't quite finish, and I was battling with the doors, and I think I got a couple of things sorted out here, but yeah, we kind of got our look going for us. We still want to try and finish something off here. And let's have a squiz over here. Okay, well, he's still stuck up there. So we've kind of got the roof look that we want to get. We just want to finish and tweak that off a little bit. What we got over there? Okay, we got one of those. And why are they all stuck over here? What is going on here? Where's all the stuff that was on top of the... Okay, something very weird's happening over here. Not too sure what exactly. It's like all the pieces have just disappeared. That is just so weird. Oh well, ARK will be ARK, I'm telling you. It's just is what it is. Alright. There we go. Wow. Okay. Somehow it just magically arrived. Alright. Hey Perry, how you doing, guys? Alright, let's just grab you and just, I think for... Oh wait, I've got too much weight on me now. I think I was in creative mode to try and speed things up instead of me running around and getting stuff. So let's have a look. So we've got the option with a different glass ASR, and we did the changes, and we did some metal framing around it, and put a skin here on the walls and the floors. We've got these sort of things set up here. This is Dino Depot. As you can see, we have it all set up over there with some walls ready, and then we've got to put the other stuff in. And then we created upstairs so that we can actually, upstairs part is for where the... We still need to finish doors here, where the flyers will come into effect. So, give you an idea. Let's see, will he be able to move? No, didn't think so. Ah, there we go. Okay. Alright, chill, dude. Chill. Alright, let's... Oh, it's because I'm overweight. Okay, hang on. Alright, you didn't like that? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's go chuck some of the stuff. I'm way over... yeah, I'm definitely overweight. Okay, so let's go pop a couple of these things away here so long. That's not what I did. I wanted all this stuff gone. Let's pop a couple of these things away here. Get that away. This is the resource bin. Yeah. Pop that away. Oh, is that full already? Okay, well, whatever. It is full. Okay, how's our meat looking? Alright. Let's get all this heavyweight stuff off us first. Should have done this before we started the stream, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's all part of enjoying ARK and, you know, having a good time. That for now, so that's all fine. And we'll just pop that over there, pop that there. What did we do with our pickaxe? Oh no, there it is there. Okay, let's pop that pickaxe in over there. So let's just check something here quickly. Okay. Let's just refresh that. Alright, okay. Let's see what else we've got here. Let's grab this down over here. Let's put everything back into order because we've done a bit of the building already. I don't think we'll need a boiler for now, but we'll just keep it as a backup in here. And then we did our food, and we popped over there. No, we don't need that there for now. Alright. And of course it's friggin' night time. But yeah, alright. So, as I said, yes, this is sort of like back to basics. But just remember, ARK has evolved to such an extent now that even the basic buildings that you do nowadays, you can literally get looking like this almost pretty soon. Depending on, you know, on all different rates and settings on the different things. So we can have a look here. So what we're going to do probably here is kind of do sort of like a flat, no, not a flat roof, like a lower pitched roof design, and I want to aim it off on the inside. You see the inside of that triangle? We want to sort of like get it going across over here, so it gives us another angle to work with. Oh, there we go, the sun, a little bit of brightness coming up. Oh. So there's a sun glow there, but there's no sun. Or is that a moon glow? That is so weird. Okay, so let's just quickly do the whole volumetric fog. I think we did do that already. Volumetric cloud. And we're just going to change the grass scale down to that. Alright. So yeah, so we want to try and create something like that, where we'll have a pitched roof, and then that'll sort of be like the bedroom upstairs or whatever it might be. And then downstairs will be all the crafting. And then we have this roof area here. This will be for birds, where they can come fly in here. You know, can park off and chill and do whatever we need to do over here. Oh, there we go, and the morning is rising. So now you get a kind of a bit of a better look. And then from here, this will sort of just go across into sort of like the sleep area, which will then have like a door system going here or something like that. And then we'll put some railings and move all the stuff around and finish off that. And we have a deck here. This will sort of be like a chill area. And then we'll do a walkway over this to sort of like a pool come whatever. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking of maybe catching a few fish and see if they will... Is this deep enough? If they will swim in here. I suppose they'll swim over here. It's sort of like a pond, but maybe it's not deep enough. But we can make a plan. Maybe make it a bit bigger and see, and put some railings here and stuff like that. And then possibly, let's see, we can extend it out further, because it starts to get quite deep here. So we can have a look at that and see what we do there. Let's have a quick squiz here. I just want to just do something quickly. Just checking something here. Okay, we got that. I want to just see that we are streaming live on YouTube. I just want to just make doubly sure. Yes, we are. Fantastic. Alrighty. That looks good. Alright, there we go. So at least we can see that. That's looking good. YouTube's running up and... Why is that? Oh, that's on the Twitch side. Okay. Alright. Okay, there we go. So we can see what's happening. Alrighty. Okay, so what is... First it showed like it was daytime now. So is this now nighttime now? Is this with the moon? I suppose I could change the time of day, but you know what? This looks so awesome. This looks pretty. Alright. Okay, cool. So we've got that kind of look, and I think this is sort of the kind of look we're going for. This will be a nice big dino area, and yeah, and then we'll sort this area out here. So I think what we can do is, I think let's just sort of do the roof thing, try and finish off the roof. So we can get that done quickly, and then we can start to go and do some taming. Okay, alright, so then let's just do that quickly. Grab that, we need that. And then we need some of these ceilings. For now. Alright, so let's pop up here and see if we can get that. Let's go into first person, so we're going to simply do that. And then that should... yeah, perfect. And it's lining up nicely, just as I planned. Alright, okay, so what we can do for quick purposes, let's just enable creative mode. So that we can get this done a little bit faster, so that we don't beat around the bush over here. Okay, alright, let's just get these going like that. We might want to actually maybe do some windows, but we can always just slap the windows on top of this when we're done to see what we can do with the glass. Sort of just give a little bit of natural, you know, natural sunlight coming into the base. No, we don't want you going there. Is this on pickup? Yes, there we go. Alright. We got that on pickup. Okay, let's pop these on here quickly. Everyone seems to be very happy this morning. All the wild creatures around us, they're all seeing what they need to do. And then, so what we'll do is I'll be showing them just now when we go and start to go tame an RG. Remember I spoke about that spot where we can go. So it's sort of like a quick area, or let's say early game to get yourself on Argentavis and even Ankies and Dicruses and things like that. So the Ankies, you know, to help us with the metal and things like that, and the Dicrus for stone. Man, you can get Rexes. There's a whole bunch of tames you can get there. So it happens quite... so early game to go to that area will actually happen quite quickly. Alright, so let's just... okay, we need to change this now to not ASR, because we need the smaller version of that. Alright, okay, so... we need the normal version of the roof tiles. Let's just grab that. We're going to need some of that as well. We're going to need those and triangle roof corner. Yeah, I think we'll need some of that. And then we actually need ramp. So let's just, we are in GCM at the moment, so it's just to speed the process up. I mean, these things you can literally build quite easily on your own, you know, it's not difficult. And to get the resources for it's very, very easy. It's just a matter of grinding for the resources, that's all, really. Okay, so what we've done is now the ASR doesn't give you the one version, whereas the normal version, as you can see here, gives us all the different size options. And that's the size, you see, we want this sort of like quarter piece, just to sort of extend the arch out a bit. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Okay, we don't need to there. And then what we're going to do is we can extend the bottom out a little bit like this. Just to give it a little bit of lip. And then all the fancy details, like if we want to like create a further extension, we can actually do with railings, which actually looks pretty cool when we do this. So let's see what we can do from there. Boom, that's that side done. Let's hop over here. Come on, just give me what I want. No, 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 no. That's not where we want you to go. Alright, let's go back to X. Because what we want to do here is we're going to actually... Oh, I want to actually extend this further out this way. Where does this start? Okay, we'll have to... Let's have a look. Where's this? So that is actually here. So... Alright, okay, so we want to lift this up. Is that the right length? Yeah. Ah, no, what did I just do now? I went and did something stupid like putting the thing over. Okay. Is that the end there? Yeah, okay. Did that just go... When did they bring that piece in? When did they bring this in? Am I... Oh, okay. Didn't even know that they did that piece already. Does that close the white? Oh, it does. Okay. I think we need to just double up on that. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's just go up a bit. That actually covers the white extension. Are you kidding me? Really? Oh, is he spinning over here? Come here. Oh, big alpha. Alright, now that you've had your way with me, can you let me go work in your piece here, please? Will this now let me do... See, now it wants to play... now this thing wants to do its own thing now. Okay, you know what? That fancy detail with the white there, we'll sort that out. That's... I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so now we need to close this area off here. So we need these. We need the walls. So, alright, so let's pop these walls on here. I mean, the windows, like I said, the glass we can always add in later to where, if we want sort of like a window look going out, you know? Okay, and then let's just cover that in that skin. This is again from the Danny Concrete skin, which is actually pretty cool. I quite like this stuff. Do we need a wall? So let's just pop that over there. She sort of gives that, and then we're going to try and see what we'll do with the window structure here. So I have an idea. So this, let's just hang on. We need to do this very carefully. Let's take that out. Okay, wait. So maybe we do it up there. Okay, so we want to create a thing like that. And like that. Then okay, so if we take the wall away, okay, and then we place a triangle there and a triangle there, it's going to give us that look, which will allow us to change that into a window of some sort of angle. And then we could do an angled window. Do we do an angled window over here? Got like a little bit of a crazy idea here. I'm not too sure if it'll work, but let's try something here quickly. Hang on. Okay, so we want to have that, and then we want to have another window there. But if I take this away, okay, we do that, that, and that, and we finish that there, and we do that there. Then we pop that there, and we take that away, and we pop that like that. Will it let us okay, flip around, do that, and do that. Okay, so then that'll give us an option to have sort of like a nice glass window thing going on there, which we can actually, let's have a squiz here quickly. So that was, I think it's, no, it's, we need the metal. Is that metal? Tech glass triangle roof corner. Okay, let's just have a look here at metal. Alright, let's see here. Metal, there we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we've got the idea, so we want to replace that all see, let's give that look. So now if we use that in white, we have that look, and I think that looks pretty cool. And I was thinking that we could maybe do a corner thing here for detail, but I'm not too sure if we want to do that yet. And then we're going to create a canopy maybe over this way forward to sort of give it a finish. But that's sort of detail that we can look at a later stage. Alright, so let's get the skin. So the skin we're using is the Frontier skin. So before we go any further, let's just save. Cosmetics. Not Frontier, sorry, Steampunk. There we go. And we're gonna add the glass on the top here. No. did we add that other piece on there? For some reason it didn't go there. There we go. Okay, let's hop over to the other side. Do the same thing here. Further down. Do we extend this further out? Oh, I think we do need to. If we do one more. Yeah. So let's just. No. Okay. How low is this now? I think that's about as low as we go, because we want sort of an edge that opens up over here. Alright. Okay, yeah. That's kind of the look we're going for. Let's get our skin again quickly. Steampunk. So guys, just that I'm doing this in GCM just makes it a little bit quicker. Otherwise you're gonna, we're gonna be far-assing around here. And it's gonna take forever and stuff like that. I don't think we want to video we want to see. Okay, this is gonna be a long enough video as it is. We still want to do doors here. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so now let's extend our floor. Now, you see, this is going to sort of be sort of like the bedroom area, and sort of study or whatever we're going to create up here. We'll have a look at the details at a later stage. You see, this is what happens when I try to rush things. Okay. Controller just seems, well, the aim just takes a little bit. You don't have that much control as you do with when you're on PC. And I don't enjoy using a PC, so I've been using controllers all my life. I do a bit of PC, but I don't like the whole keyboard maneuvering thing. I know there's a lot more possibilities with it, but it's not for me. Alright, okay, so we've got that look here. I think it looks pretty cool, and we can extend the deck forward. But what we want to do is we want to actually create a sort of entrance for a door. So do we do double door? How high is this? Can we fit a door in here? Okay, you know what? Let's just do a double door for now. And close that off like that. And then we need the one up there. Need one up there. And then we need these to give that sort of like finished look. Okay, there we go. That there. That there. Alright, so then this gives us more than enough room over here. Okay, so let's decide what we want to do with the windows. How are we going to place these windows? So I think let's do every second row here. So we take this row out and we put a window there. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Okay, so that one must go. That one must go. And that one let's go. So we do the same thing over here. Okay. And B option O, we need this to be metal. Did I make those metal as well? Yeah, okay, we actually need those to be metal. I think I've still got some metal ones. Yep, there we go. Okay. Let's go back up here. I think that's looking pretty good. Okay, let's adapt our skins over here for that. Give that a finished look. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good. I think this is more than a big enough area as living here. You see, now we've got some natural light coming through, and I think that's looks pretty cool, you know? I mean, look how cool that is. I think it is pretty cool. And if you get a chance and you do come and comment, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Alright, okay, so we want to do the cosmetic skin for the floor, which I think was... No, it's not this one. I think it's the wood of this one. Yeah, that's this one. Okay, for now we're just going to do that. And I think to keep it uniform all the way through, we're just going to have it in wood for now. We can look at something different later on. We could maybe go with the more fancier look from the steampunk version of the wood. I mean, it's amazing now that you can do these things with these skins nowadays. I mean, it's, you know, we didn't have these opportunities years ago when we first started ARK. Okay, that gives it a sort of nice clean open. So you see, the whole idea is to have the room upstairs so that we've got access straight away to our flyers, and then we can come down and we can work in our crafting area, and we have our diners over here. Can I put metal framing around this white? I think I can, but then I need to do ASR. Let's which one is it that does it? Is it ASR that does it? Oh, but ASR doesn't give me the angles. Let's have a quick quiz here. I know I'm sort of like going off track here. I keep bouncing back and forth, but you know what? That's what I tend to do a lot. You know, you go and you build with your fuel. So, okay, so it is ASR that does it. Okay, so crafting. Let's go to ASR. And we need the ASR metal pillars. ASR metal pillars. I think it's ASR that gives us the angles. Yep, that's what we're looking for. Okay. But I don't think it gives us in small thin pillars. Ah, you see, that's what I thought. Okay, that's... I don't think that's going to work for us. I mean, how does that look with a big metal pillar? You see, it just doesn't give that finished look. It just looks too bulky. It just looks too bulky. And I don't think it gives us the option. Let's see here. Structure Ace also. Structure set. No, that's not what we wanted to do, my dude. Structure setting mode. Ah, it is giving us. Okay. Hey boy. Okay. Right. Close. Okay. We want to copy the variant. Wow, I didn't even realize I could do that. I should have just done that a long time ago. Okay. Because the thin variety looks so much better than the thicker variety. Okay. Yeah, you see, it just suits, it just seems so much better. You know, just gives it sort of like that neat finished look than the thicker version of the pillars. Okay, that looks pretty cool. And we've got that going over here. And I think we're pretty much there. So what we're going to try and figure is there a, I can't remember if there's a 2 by 2 door, but I think we're going to leave this open as is. Oh, I didn't put the glass windows up there. I did not put the glass windows up there, so let's do that quickly. There we go. Alright, that gives that. I could maybe go with an angled, wide angled open look in here for the atrium. For the birds. I mean, it is kind of small, but will it give a better look? I don't know. Yeah, we need to think about that, and then we need to try and see what we can do here to give it sort of a little bit more bulkiness. So I was thinking this is where we can maybe use the larger pillars to sort of give it definition, but I don't think. Why won't it let me put any? Why won't it let me put anything here? See something here? Pick up mode. Oh, I had already placed a pillar here. Okay. Okay, that's what had actually happened. I'd already placed a pillar over there. Alright. Okay, so let's just grab that out of the way. I think that just kind of like, will this not go underneath that? No. That gives it a little bit more of a finished look with the metal. And now we need the, obviously the, oh no, we need a wall. Alright. Okay, we get it there, we'll get there, we'll get there. Okay, let's pop that over there. And we want to do a wall there, we want to do a wall there, a wall there, and a wall there, and we want to pop. Yeah, that kind of looks a little bit better. Makes me want to open that area so much wider at the top because it just looks so odd. just don't, I'm not too sure if I'm happy with that look. Yeah, I think we do a triangle look over here. Definitely is the way to go. Okay, so then let's grab that away. And that. I think I had glass here originally, that's why it looked like that. What? Why did it take that away? That is so weird. Okay. Is this the metal? Glass cable, metal. Why? Oh, I think that needs to be solid white. You see, the idea is to maybe do this. This was sort of like my thought process behind it. But then that doesn't... Can I actually cover that in white? Yeah. If I do that... Oh, that looks a bit better. But then do I rather just take that away? Yeah, I'll take that away and then I edge it with the... is it the ASR again, hey? I think it's the ASR metal pillars. Go. That there. These ASR metal pillars, they work so in such a weird way. Alright, so... I keep pressing that damn button. Alright, setting structure. And we want the thin variety, and we want to close that. So we want to copy and variant and close. Does this change the variant on this? No, it doesn't give me the option. Can I end this? No. Door sign, automatic close, removal. No, alright, okay. But I think that kind of looks not too bad. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, and then we'll give a finishing edge on the windows over here to see what we want to do there. Because that should still keep it closed from the above for the aviary. We got all of that over here, and then we can do the metal railings up here. So let's just get metal railings. I think it's a small, yeah, quarter wall railing, metal quarter wall railing structure. Why is it two? Oh, that's the tech. I was being silly there for a second. Okay, and right, so then we want to pop the metal railing like this. We want to do metal railing there. That'll be a half one. Yeah, because it's going to stick out. It will stick out on the outside. But you see, the thing is, you don't get one now that can fill that edge. That's so silly. So what we can do is we can flip this round to give that sort of finish. Yeah, okay, I think that's the way to go there. But that's not going to stick on the outside, hopefully not, but let's see. And then we're going to go half over here. Back to full. Oh, we've done that side. Okay, have we done that side? Yeah, we've done there. So now we just need to do up here. I just like doing my railings in double underneath. It just sort of gives that sort of proper railing look, if you know what I mean. But you can see it just looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. You know? So it looks like at least something's been done. And then we're going to maybe do, I think, sort of a pillar thing that comes down it to show that it looks like a little bit of structural support. But we can work on that. Did I put that in the right place? No, I didn't. You see, it starts going at an angle, and that's what we want to do in let me show you. So the idea is to sort of do that. You see, it sort of gives sort of like an edging to the roof. The only thing is, I don't know if it allows me to go off the small. Let's see, not even the quarter. Okay, how are we going to manipulate this? There is a way to manipulate this, but I don't know how. No, that's not going to work. I think maybe just on the larger, you see, it's not going to work now on the edge of, it's not going to work on the edge of these things. Wildcard, we need this option to do it off the edge of the smaller variety roof. It would look so much better. You see now, and it won't let you do it on the edge of this either. It's just so silly. To come out like this way, you know what I mean? Okay, well, you know what? That's a detail we can worry about at a later stage. Okay, I think that's looking pretty dope. We got that, and then we will have actually railing over here, like this. And then the idea was to create a path that went from here across there. But we want to do it in a way that maybe doesn't look like decking. I suppose maybe we want it to look like decking. Things now will, because I've split it, you see, we need to do it in quarters. We actually need the quarter ceiling here to go across. Unless we actually do this, we do that. We Take that away. Take that away. Ugh, no, I went and moved now the damn thing. And we do that. Because it gives me an idea to do some sort of like planter in here later on. Which will close off. You know, but for now let's just pop the railing on here. And then obviously the railing will extend out that way. So we're gonna close it. We're gonna close it off for now because whatever we're gonna extend later, we can always just change to see what it'll look like. You know. Boom. And I think we will extend out here to do another sort of... Oh, it's raining. Okay. Do a sort of another extension out that way. But, I mean, if we look at it, that looks not too bad as a starter base. I mean, modern looking starter base on ARK, you know. And then we could actually extend this whole area out in the front here, which I think I want to actually change to decking. Like that. You know, and we'll probably extend that out, and then this area here. I mean, if we're going to do a greenhouse, I suppose we could maybe extend the greenhouse out this way. Like they'll sort of extend this all out and have sort of like a fancy greenhouse that from the ceilings over there that extend out as a greenhouse growing area, and maybe it'll give us access. We'll use this thing here. Let's just get rid of this tree over here quickly. I thought it... Are you trying to tell me I need to pick this up? Is there something wrong with this damn plant here? Let's just save this game because it's acting all weird again. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm not concentrating. That's why. Okay. Alright. Let's focus. What? I didn't even have that selected. I selected the axe. Okay, you know what? Just don't irritate me today. Okay, skinny selector, can I please just have my axe now? Thank you. See, it won't let me get rid of this damn plant. There we go. Okay, it's a non-choppable one. Alright. The weird things in ARK. Okay. We did put those little gable things up on the roof over there just to give it sort of a different look. But let's see if we will stick with those. We might just stick with a flat roof later on. Oh, and we want to change this also to wooden decking for now, but we're going to obviously extend the decking out here and out this way as well with some planters and stuff to make it look all nice and dandy. You know what I mean? So I think it's not a bad look. Oh, I wanted to see, does the metal railing stick out the wall? No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright, so we're lucky with that. Alright. We've got that look. I might change these to metal stairs instead of this sort of like steampunk look, but for now I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay with it. We can leave all of that open. Leave this open. I wish we could do, there was a way to do doors like at weird angles and shapes and stuff like that. It looks so cool. Oh, there is a way to put one of those doors in here. Hang on. What was it? I think it's this. Ceiling door. There, that's sort of there. Hangar door. But why is it not giving me the option to... You see, but now the hangar door looks small. I think you do get the bigger versions of this. Maybe we'll make this a hangar door, but will the hangar door in that size fit? But then it's going to have that edge. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Okay, hangar doors. Let's see. Can the hangar doors be changed to the metal? See, this is the barn door look that'll give us... It gives us sort of a neater edge instead of having those other sort of like weird edges on it. But does the cosmetic skin of Frontier change that? I don't think so. Oh, it does. But not the metal gate. Okay. So it will change the Frontier of that to wood like that, but I don't think we want that. So will it change it if we do it a steampunk look? I don't think so. I don't think steampunk has that option. Let's see. Oh, it does. Okay, that's maybe an option. That's what it looks like. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I think that looks pretty dope. That means we might actually be able to change the look of that. No, we won't, because it's a smaller gate. You know what? Let's leave it at that. Let's go put the metal columns over here. We want to sort of get... Will it work here on the side? Because this is narrower. We need to copy this. But you see, now we've got the thinner ones over there. And we can't do that. So if we did that, and then we took out... Why is it not letting me... Why can't I see it highlighted? It's not letting me... Why are you not... Oh, there, it's just the light. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, let's try that quickly. Let's see what that looks like. Take that away. Okay, let's pop these walls back. I need to get a wall underneath here, but it won't let me place a wall underneath there. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Excuse me. I think that looks pretty cool. I think that looks dope. I think that's definitely a much better look than what we wanted to go for. I'm just checking something quickly here. There we go. All right. Okie dokes. Yeah, I think that looks cool. And then we can extend the decking out here a little bit just to make it look a little bit better. So let's just do that quickly. And then I think we go focus and we go focus on getting ourselves the RG. So let's extend that. I think we do a double extension on this. So it gives us sort of a double look out. We could extend it a little further. Let's go a little further because it just kind of looks cool. And now obviously got rid of the skin, obviously. Okay, let's flop that there because we're going to need and now obviously those are the damn wrong way around, but we'll sort the detail out for that later. Okay, yeah, that kind of like gives a bit more of a finished look on that side. I think we do like a wooden edge all the way around the vase at a later stage. Yes, I know you're in the wrong spot. We will move you now shortly. Don't you worry about it. You see, it's because I was looking at the wrong angle when I actually placed down the foundations. That's the problem. Alright. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. I'm pretty happy about that. And then we've got these doors. Oh yes, I was going to do the doors here. We could do the doors, but I want these doors to be no idea yet. Glass of some sort. And then here we've got like a 3-doorway going. We could just keep that open. And then just remove this set pillar here to create an opening like that. And then here we can maybe do sort of like gates or something. I wish they had a different type of door that was just like a thin frame door. Because the glass doors we get don't look so nice. I'll have to have a look at some mods and see if we've got something that we can do there. We can check that out. But I'm pretty oh wait, let's do some decking here. We could also do white solid walls. I forgot about that. You see, these things can actually change to solid white, which is also not a bad idea. to do sort of this sort of edging. Like that. We have that in metal. We have that in white. So all the ones that are sort of going straight we do in white, and that we leave in the metal. How does that look? It doesn't look too bad. I laugh, you can change these into the white. You are kidding me, we can. No ways. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, okay, that's something, an option to look at. Alright, I think there we go. That's looking pretty good. Okay, and then we'll put our crafting stuff in here later on. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go show the spot. Let me see what I've got. Do I have stuff in this fridge still? Yeah, I've got this sort of stuff. We can tame with meat. Or we can maybe get kibble. But we can use prime meat. We can tame an Argentavis with prime meat, and then we need some arrows. So I think I'm just going to make this simple. So in order to make arrows, so so back to basics. So in order to make arrows, we need narcotic. So normally you need that, and then you need some blackberries. Okay, and then you come over here, and I don't think we've even learned that. Why have we not learned that? Engrams. I thought I could auto engrams on. Why is it not giving me... Is it because I'm in GCM? Yes. Okay, so let's just... Okay, let's just see here. Narco. Ah, it is there. Okay. Well, we're just going to craft 100 of those quickly. So what it does, it gives you an option of how... it's probably going to make 100 of 100. Oh my goodness. Okay, we don't need that many. Let's just... That should stop it. There we go. Alright. I'm now probably going to be overweight. No, I'm not. Okay. So if we access this now, consumables. Why are you not giving me the option to make narco? It says I've learnt it. Maybe I need to pick it up. So let's just pick it up, place it back down again. Access. Ah, there we go. Alright, so it was that. Okay, so click on drugs, and there it is there, narco berries. Okay, so as you can see there, narco berries 5 and spoiled meat. So a quick way to do spoiled meat, if you go here, you can split it by pressing X. So, and now it's going to do that. So let's just first just go to alphabetical. So you need to be in alphabetical. So if we do this, see how I'm splitting it like that, and then as that spoils, this will become spoiled meat in time. And then we add the spoiled meat into here, like we did from the previous thing. So let's just grab that stuff there. And then we go over here, and we grab that spoiled meat over here. And grab those berries and pop them in there. I think Perry has a lot of that stuff for us. Yes, we'll grab that. There. And so you can actually see the process of how it's actually done. Okay. And then I think these guys might have some spoiled meat on them. Yeah, we'll grab his spoiled meat just so you can see how it's actually done. And he should have a whole ton of spoiled meat. See, my stacking is not working the way I intended it to be, but that's fine. Do you still have meat on you? Oh, you got a 4 spoiled meat over there. Alright, okay, I think that's enough to sort of show the process of how it actually works. So, we then place the spoiled meat in there, and then we click onto consumables, drugs, and then we can select and make 52. So that is now going to craft up and make 52 of those. Once we have the narcotics, the stuff over here, in our crafting, okay, am I still in GCM? No, I'm not. Okay. Alright. So, let's just unclick all of that. Why do I have... Oh, this is all the different things that I can learn. Okay. Alright, so... That I've learned already. Okay. It's all the different mods that I have in here. So we want to look now. So here's the arrows. You need to make arrows. And then as you scroll down... There we go. You see these here? Trank arrows. So we're going to just craft 102 of those. There we go. So that is crafting that for us at the moment. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go get rid of all of this heavyweight stuff. We honestly don't need this many. Okay, let's just get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Place that in there because we might need that. We've got the crossbow, the meat. Get rid of that. Drop that. Might be a bit of weight to all of this. So let's just do that. Get rid of that weight. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Then we're going to take the crossbow and we're going to place that over here. We won't be needing that and we'll keep that as a backup. And what we're going to do is we are... Do I have any Pokeballs on me? I don't think I've got any Pokeballs on me. Let's just go grab some Pokeballs over here. Split that. Split that. Split that. There we go. We don't need it. Alright. And what we're going to do is a backup. We're going to just Pokeball this dude over here. So when you use this, it puts all the other stuff into your inventory when you pick up the tame. See, I've got all the stuff in my inventory right now. So we're just going to pop a little bit of this in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop all of this. And it should drop into a bag. You see there? So we're going to grab him back. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab that. We're just going to grab what we need. We're going to need some narco berries to keep the bird also knocked out. And we don't need that. We're going to get some prime nano anyway. We're going to kill something to get some prime. Okay, they can stay there like that. Okay. So now we can take our moss chopsy and put it. And this is, let me show you down a deeper. You see there, if you actually look, it sort of gives you the name of what is there. It's level 140, and you can actually see the image of the creature. And what's nice is it's a direct throw of where you put it in, or you can grab him back again. Very quick. Why is it doing that? Is there a timer on this? Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. We've got that sorted. Okay. So we now have our creature as our friend as a backup. Let's quickly go and do extended HUD. Have a little snack. And let's go get our pterodon. That's up at the top here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Do we have... Okay, we still are quite weighted, but we were just fine enough. Alright. Off we go. Oh, and what we... you know what? What we don't have is our spyglass. So we need the spyglass. Where did I put the spyglass? There we go. We can take the spyglass. And then there's this thing called consumable, which we're going to pop over here. That's a super plus. So if I consume it, it now gives me the details on the side. You see there I've got a circle there? And I can see the stats and details of the tame I'm looking at. Okay. Alright. And everything we fly over, we're able to see. So let's go get ourselves an Argentavis. So this is why I say it's nice to go in this direction, because we are close to the area where we can actually get ourselves an RG. Oh, we wanted a trap. So, nearly forgot about that. We need to take something with so that we can make a trap. And what we do is we're going to use the gates. We're going to use about 4 or 5 of them. So now I think we're going to be overweight on old Perry over here. Perry, do you have any levels in you? Yes, let's just give you some weight. There we go. And we need gates. Gates, and more gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of that, and then we need just 2 of those. Let's see, will that be too heavy? No. Okay. And off we go! Hopefully we can find a decent level Argentavis, and hopefully my settings with the max level thing that I've put in the mod will allow us to find a nice level RG. I think is it up here, which is not a bad spot to build. If you've cleared this area out, there's not a bad spot to build up here as well. Said this was another good base spot over here. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so remember this is the rock that we said. Oh, the tames haven't spawned in yet. It's the thing about single player, you know, the spawning. It's the spawning, it like only spawns when you're in the area or something. There's no RGC. Okay, we've got some of the scorpions over here. Okay, we've flown into the area. Yeah, you see, like, there's no chance. This is the thing with single player. Only there's tons of RGs that spawn there, so. Oh, there we go. They're starting to spawn in now. Alright. So let's just watch out. This is quite a cold area over here, so we're just going to be wary, but I've got the. You'll see my. How are we looking at stealth, stamina? So if we look at, you'll see how my. Let's have a look here on you. Then my fortitude's at 400, so I won't get cold. That's quite a high fortitude. You won't have that in normal settings. So if you see here, we're looking over in there. The Ceratosaurus. What level is he? Level 130. That's quite a high level. So at least we know that that is happening. We got the sharks. Everything's starting to spawn in here. We can have a look around here to see if there's an RG anywhere. They should spawn back there just now anyway. We've got to wait for everything to spawn in now. So we just want to fly around in the area to get things to spawn in. That's the joys of... Ooh, what do we have down here? Is there any wolves here though? See, we can actually have a look and see. Look there, we got a scented fur, some soap. Well, there's a figgy over there. We've got to watch out for him. That's not too bad. But now, is this going to add weight to this character? Oh, it is a bit weighty. Okay, we're not going to worry about that for now. Really, we can get plenty of that later. And okay, we've got some meat. Okay, there's that as well. But alright. Okay, but what we're gonna do is we can at least set up the trap. The RG should spawn in here soon. Unless we might have to kill this dude over here. He's level 130. Ooh. That's an Alpha Raptor. Oh no, it's not. It's because he bit the thing. Alright. Okay. So, what we're going to do over here is I'll show you. This is the rock I spoke about. So, good spot to set up the trap. So we're going to grab that. Pop that into our hotbar. Just going to move our creature over to the side over here. And then we're going to actually build the trap right here. So we're going to pop. Okay, you'll probably do it out of stone. The best is to do it out of stone. I've just got metal at the moment. So we're going to pop there. And then we're going to press and hold the RB button. So, and we're going to leave a bit of a gap, big enough gap for us to get through. So you see that we should be able to get through, but the bird shouldn't. Okay. And then we go a little bit further. This one needs to go a bit more in the front. Like that. And even though it's a little bit up, that'll be fine. And we now grab the gates. Pop that gate down here, that gate over there. It is on auto open and close, so what we're going to do is we're going to now, because it's the ASR version, we are going to switch this open. No, we don't want that. We want this in ASR structure settings. Is it open and close only? No. It used to give us the option to make it manual. Why am I not getting that option now? Door sound, oh, automatic. There we go. Okay. Disable. Close. And we're going to put this also to the settings and close only. There we go. So it should automatically close. So when we walk up, you see there, it doesn't do that. So we're going to open. Okay, we're going to have to leave it manual. We're going to have to leave it manual. Okay. So let's just go to disable, and we're going to click that to disable and open it out to the outside. Any flies? Ah, there we go. There's an RG over there. See? So he was flying there somewhere. What are you doing over there, Shark? Okay. Alright, we're not going to worry about you right now. Okay, so... Oh, did I just close this? Alright. Why can't I get... Oh, his wing's in the way. Alright, let's jump onto him like that. So we can zoom in like that while we're on the tame. And let's go see what level this RG is over here. We want to get that RG's attention. He was here a second ago. I think he's over here. Oh, why are you all flying over there? So that's a 105. That's a 95. All the creatures are spawning in here now. Okay, calm down, calm down. You're 90. Okay, so let's just get them to de-aggro. Is he still following us? No, he's not. Okay. So let's get the attention of this 105. Oh, what level are you? It's a 75. Okay, well, we can get them to see if he'll follow us. I'll laugh if we get all of these in there. This is the one we want. Follow me. Why are you not aggroing on me? That's what we want. Come follow me. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what we want. Come on. There we go. Keep following me. Okie dokie. This way. Hey, hey. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, goodness. Now he's going to go aggro over here on everything over here. Now we're going to literally help kill all of these things over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to land our character, this dude over here. Let's get rid of this Kentro. Okay. Where are you? Archie, this way. Hello. Yes, 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 yes. Come, come, come. Follow me. Follow me. We just want to take you into this nice little trap over here. That's it. Follow me. Why am I going at an angle? I want to go into the damn trap. Okay, while he's getting his attention over there. Ah, you are a sneaky bird. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Let's try this again. You're supposed to stay aggroed on this thing. Alrighty, he's being aggroed. Boom! Okay, there we go. One RG caught in the trap. So now we're going to quickly go to third person. We're going to take that out. Go press and hold our X, select onto that, grab our trank arrow, and it's time to trank you, boyki. How's your health looking? Okay, you full health because you went and ate something. Not a bad color. That's because I think we still have Summer Bash on, that's why. And the best is when you're hitting it with the trank arrows. Normally a headshot is best, but we give it sort of like 5 seconds. So we allow that to take effect, you know what I mean? There we go, nice headshot there. So you get your aim more direct. There we go, just aim. Don't press and hold the left trigger. It'll do that whole squiggly thing. There we go. Almost knocked out. One should do it. And he is knocked out. Alright. Okay, we're gonna let him sleep. Let's see, what is his... Okay, he's going to be unconscious for a while. Let's have a look here. How is his torpidity going? Ah, he's got lots of torpidity. Alright. Okay, so what we want to do is let's get our flyer out. We got some prime over here. So if we have a look there, it says there it'll take 1 prime meat to tame him. Easy enough. Easy enough tame. Okay, so we'll just literally pop one in there. And once he eats that, so normally in order to keep them knocked out, we place narco berries inside of them like this, and then we just shove the narco berries inside of them like that, and that increases their torpidity, keeps their torpidity going. So that's something that you can look at to do as well. As you can see, guys, look, my quality is not the greatest, but I am using Lightstream. It is a free service. I'm not paid by them or anything like that. But this allows me to stream to YouTube and to Twitch at the same time. I do use a laptop for that from my Xbox Series X. This is a little bit of a setup to do, and then you're A for away and you're streaming on two platforms at the same time. So we just want to wait for him to chow, and he will be ready to be tamed, and then he will be ours. We could go get some XP over there and go kill some stuff in the meantime. We can track him, remember? So if we press our B button, he'll probably track by the time I even find him. I bet you. Watch this. So we got it. Tames in progress. Oh no, that was quick. There we go. And let's just save. One bite, oh, there we go, and he is, our RG is tamed. We have tamed our first RG. Oh, he looks pretty. Boom. Let's have a look at his stats. Let's see. What have we got here? 31 melee, 24, it's okay, it's not the greatest, but it's doable, we can work with that. And it is female. Okay, well, we've tamed our first RG. Look, when you're playing single player, you can leave the structure here. Normally on other servers, you'd pick it up, but this is a good spot to come and grab your RGs from over there. And we can then make an RG saddle for him. I don't think I've actually got the material for him, but I'll show you what is needed. So, let's go your Arg. There we go, Argentavis saddle, chitin, and fiber. We can actually get that quite quickly by just killing a few things over there with our moss chopsy. So let's go with our turbo killer. Hello. What is this? Oh, that's the baby of that. What? That is weird. I don't know what just happened there. Let's go kill this Rexy over here and we can get some chitin from these things over here. Let's get our little prize from the Rex. Grab that. So we got 57 of that. Let's go kill this thing over here. I think this also gives some keratin. Yeah, we got 9 keratin from him. It's the Turbo Killer. Ah, there we go. We definitely got enough chitin and everything to make the saddle. He's great. He is moving crazy fast. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. So let's make the RG saddle quickly. So we can actually have a look at our RG, what it looks like. I need to do ARG. 150. Oh, it's because it's in him. Alright. Oh, and we also need, what was it? Fiber. Okay, let's grab some fiber there. We've got enough fiber. And let's do the RG, ARG. And boom. There's the RG saddle. Let's just drop all of that. Okay. Let's pop that saddle onto you. And he's got already quite a bit in weight, so we can give him some weight. Now, we're definitely going to give him some melee. And stuff him full of health. And off we go! We have got our RG just in time for when it gets dark. So, to show you the capabilities of an RG, so number one, we can fly. Then they have a healing thing when you kill something. See? You see there they've got that sort of highlight on them? That gives them like a fast heal. So you'll see our healing on the right hand side, top right hand side will heal quickly. So we can actually heal quite quick with RG. The other thing that is nice, if you use your left trigger, you'll see a left trigger. I'll fly close up to him, to this Lystro over here. Easy. Up and left trigger, and now we have captured the Lystro. And that's just, you can pick up quite a few things. So you can, quite a couple of medium-sized tames that you can pick up with this. And then actually while you have him in the air, you press your right trigger and you can actually kill him as well. I know ARK does this sort of floating thing. It's not the fastest tame, but very versatile. The other thing is why is it not letting me access? There we go. You have an onboard smithy. You see? There's a full onboard smithy with the thing that comes in. So if I expand, you'll actually see you can literally build all of these things on your RG. That's why RGs are actually so great to have. They have a built-in smithy on there. Certain tames have certain things that you can do that with. So let's just give this guy a little bit of stamina over here. We do have quite boosted rates, so there we go, wait. Alright. Okay, let's fly back to base. We're going to do the auto fly. And we are now on our way back to base. That gives me time to like sit up on the chair, stretch a little, doing this sort of thing, you know. Stretch a bit, drink a cup of coffee, something like that, as long as you've got the stamina to fly, and you can just chill. Off we go. On our way back to say hello to Perry. So guys, that's pretty much when you get to this stage. I mean, you know, the game opens up for you and you can do so much, and then it's just a matter of going on your adventures and seeing different things. I see I still got Summer's Bash, so we've got the running to it. Okay, so yeah, just to show you, we can actually pick up one of these as well. Just gonna, oh, I'm going too fast now. Boom. We picked up a Pharosaur. See? It won't let you pick up the turtle for some reason. I don't think so. I can't remember if you can pick these guys up. No, it won't let us, because they're too heavy. So what you can actually, in PvP, a lot of the guys pick these up, and then they actually have their auto turret on to pick up certain things, or players, or anything that's in the area for, you know, detecting. And in PvP, that works very well. And then on Scorched Earth for the phoenixes. And we can actually build it, you know, capture things and then actually like just drop them into traps. But what we'll do to not be so friendly, we're just going to drop our ferry into the water. Cheers. You're going to have to swim back to beach. No sharks there for you. Alright. Right, we've got our first RG, guys. It's quite dark in here at the moment. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's just get rid of this. There we go. Hey, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. You should have quite a good couple of levels in him. His melee damage is quite high, but when he just stack into weight so that he can actually carry a lot of metal and heavy objects. But yeah, we got our first RG. Not too sure what we'll call this. Green. Okay, we have to wait for sun. I could put, I don't know what, I can't remember what the command is to actually have daylight come back on. But we could wait till daylight and see. But what we could do is we could actually just go into TCM. Oh no, I'm gonna have to set up a generator and all that sort of stuff. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, I think it's still on aggressive. No, it's not. I don't think it is. What are you on? Oh, it's attack my target. So passive. Stop all so it won't fly around. But there we go. We have now tamed our first RG. And we've got those guys over there chilling. And another thing is you can actually add your tames into these things over here. It's a dino ball display. And I can actually take this. And actually have him on display. And I can fit him. I can swap. I can change the scale. So large. There we go. See? And then we can hide the vase. We can pet him. See, I think there's other more options you can do with this. Take downable, change scale. What's, oh yeah. Syntax size. What? No way. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay, let's just change scale. Oh my goodness. But that's 100, so we can actually see his colors. So to make him look a bit normal, we can do that. You can have them on display, so you can have a syntax size. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was just, yeah. Alright, yeah. That was crazy. I should have rotated these things so we can actually see them in a different angle, but right, let's take him out of here for now. Alright, okay. I think what we do is let's quickly just go into, we're going to just go into enable creative mode quickly, just so that we can actually get some light on the situation on things here quickly. So I am going to jump way ahead. Well, like, I suppose you build, so in order to get electricity, you need to build a thing called a generator, and that you can make in the smithy. So I'll actually quickly go show you. So if we go here, and we type in gen. Oh wait, gen is actually in the other thing. Hang on, my bad. Alright, so you'd have to make that, then go into crafting, and you'd have to learn this to make it, and in order to make it, that's what we would actually need. Alright, but because we in GCM, we can cheat that quickly, so we can pop that there. Alright. So let's just go and place this down quickly where we want it. We will pop that over there. And then if we scroll into here and go to, okay, oh, power solutions. Oh, that's just because of the other, we can do an industrial generator. Okay. Okay, go here, electric, you got all the different lights, and then electrical allows us to do that. So we need metal and electronics for that, which obviously we don't have right now. But if I go over here and I type gen, I have all the different types of generators come up. So we're going to make one of these so long. We could make this type. This is sort of your standard type that you'd have, and then later on you'll learn these things like tech engrams and things like that. We could go for that, or we could do the fancy generator version of that. I quite like the look of this. I'll show you what it looks like. We'll make this general one as well. So let's just pop one of those in there. It's fairly big. As you can see, it's like a huge thing. Looks like a goddamn engine. It looks nice. It's something that we can look for. But let's put in the normal one for now. It's a little bit smaller. And we need to find a spot where we want to place it. It does make a little bit of noise. We could put it in the corner here, which I think is not a bad idea. Pop that in there. And then we actually need fuel. So in order to make fuel, we need the furnace that's over there. And we need oil and... But let's just see. I think this will give me fuel in GCN. But I'll show you how to make fuel. No, it won't. Okay. So, if we go for the basics and we go up to the refining forge. So, you normally get a thing like oil that you can get from rocks or in the ocean or killing certain creatures. And remember, we did kill those funny little creatures way in the beginning that was on the ground. I forget what they were called again. But there's the oil. So we need oil and hide. And we're going to just grab some wood here quickly. And obviously some wood. So we'll go over here. And then we'll go to the forge and we'll place the oil in here. And we will place some hide. And then some wood. And we'll turn that on, and that should, in a short space of time, make us a little bit of fuel. Not going to make us much, but it's going to take some time. I think it's 30 seconds or something like that before it actually makes us some fuel. There we go. Alright. Okay, we've got some oil, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to go to lights. So in order to make the lights, you'll do in the fabricator. So we can, there are these different versions here. You see your wasteland lights and steam lights. Okay. And then if we look in the fabricator, if we go to structures and electric, there are the different options of lights that we can do. So you see this crystal, ingot, electronics. So we do have the pulling system, local pull. So let's search here. What do we have? We've got... Do we have any electronics? Yet, I don't think so. I would have to break stuff in order to get electronics. And I don't think... No, we don't. Okay, another quick way of getting electronics quickly is we could just pop a couple of these down. Here, structures, electric. So how many do we need for that? We need 2 electronics, metal and crystal. Alright. So let's go to the pull system, which is local pull. So we got crystal. And we're just going to pull all of that there. Pull, crystal, and then we've got the electronics and we've got metal already. So resources, metal ingot, do that, pull, and done. And then what was the last thing we need? Was the electronics, which we picked up over there, and we need the fuel inside of this. We turn that on. And let's craft one of those. Okay, it crafted us 2. So there are mods you can get that'll make these things a lot quieter. So what we do is we come to the Jenny, we grab the 4 fuel, pop it in there, turn that on. We come up here and we can put, this is just a basic light, so we can place the light, let's just say we can place the light there for now. That's not what we wanted to do. Pick up and turn on. So what we do is we now can have a better look at what our RG looks like. There we go, guys. We have tamed our first RG. Doesn't that look good? Grab a quick screenshot there. And that's it. So I think we will call that for a day for now. In the next video, I think we're just going to start exploring things. And I think I might take us to the next level where we will go and have a look-see what we have out there in the world for us and different things that we can do and show you how to tame different things. We finish off the base and things like that. There's our majestic Argentavis. Doesn't that look fantastic? So let's just toggle HUD and we can now fly around. See? Let's stand here like this. Come a bit forward. So maybe we get this all into one picture over here. There we go. I think that's a nice picture with the red obelisk in there. You had to go and do a poop. Really? Okay, let's just pick up your poop before we do the photo. That, do that again, go into orbital and zoom out a bit, zoom in, come a little bit forward, I think that's not too bad. There we go, we have our first RG. There we go. So at least now we've gotten to this stage now where we've gotten the base built, we've shown how to tame an RG, a nice place where to go and tame the RG, where to go and get an RG from. Have a look at the video and you will see what to do, building a basic trap for it. And yeah, very, very excellent tame to have around, very versatile. Especially in the early game, if you can get that and you're at that level to do that. It'll take you some time. You'll start off with the Pterodon obviously, but this gives you early access to get an RG, and then once you're at the level you can actually make yourself a saddle for the RG. Hi there viewer, welcome. Pop a hi in there in the chat just to say hi, so I know you are there giving us a quick squiz and look at us. But I think that's us for this today, and we'll catch you tomorrow. And I think tomorrow we'll just work on some more details on the base, finish off a few odds and ends, get the crafting section going, and I think we will then go and tame ourselves an Anki and a Doedicurus. I think that'll be the next step to go for, so we can go grab some metal and some stone. For storage, and we can then go have a look around the island to show you some of the different biomes, and I think that would be the next best thing to do. Yeah, let's call it from there. Have a great day, guys, further, and don't forget to like, follow and subscribe. That would be fantastic and really appreciate it. As usual, it's a brand new channel. We are trying to grow this channel. So, fantastic, guys. have a wonderful day further. And this is Mad Mac, your host, saying cheers for now.